When all these pieces are combined, the truth comes out. Years ago, a man drew a picture. An unusual picture full of secrets. It was just a picture at that time. But today, much more than that. Mona Lisa. Who is this? When all these pieces are combiman drew a picture. An unusual picture full of secrets. 012. It was just a picture at that time. But today, much more than that. Mona Lisa. 039. Who is this Mona Lisa? 041. Which era did she live in? 043. What was hidden behind her legendary smile? 044. What was hidden behind her smile? 046. We will come to this, but could it be unnecessary to exaggerate Mona Lisa so much? 052. Some people look at the picture and say, it's just a woman. 056. Some people think that the picture is not just a woman's picture, but an art. 102. Because Mona Lisa moved to different studios. 105. It is a picture that was completed in 16 years by thinking about fine details. 108. It is a picture that was completed in 16 years by using the golden ratio and was stolen twice in 500 years and destroyed with acid once. 117. These features I mentioned make her unique. 122. It's not just these that make her unique. 125. Mona Lisa, the model of the picture. 128. This painting is the biggest summary of Leonardo's drawing skills. 132. It is said that Da Vinci, who painted less than 20 paintings in his life. 136. It is said that Da Vinci, who painted less than 20 paintings in his life. 142. What makes us think of this is the encryption he used in his notebooks and works. 150. Leonardo wrote in reverse so that his writings would not be stolen and his reading would be difficult. 153. Leonardo wrote in reverse so that his writings would not be stolen and his reading would be difficult. 155. In addition, he arranged a part of his very important notes in a mixed way. 2. He arranged his places and the parts he would combine in a way that only he knew. 205. Thus, he made a simple encryption. 208. When you look at all this, you can say that it is paranoid. 212. But maybe he had to do this. 216. Pascal Cotte wants to go deep into the Mona Lisa painting. 219. And he wanted to do this by recording 13 wavelengths with a resolution of 240 million pixels, 227. And he wanted to do this with a resolution of 240 million pixels, 229. And he wanted to do this by recording 13 wavelengths with a resolution of 240 million pixels, 232. Thus, the 4 layers of the painting were taken to the sun with today's technology. 238. Leonardo's preparatory work is on the top right with infrared reflection. 241. The thinness of the paint layer and the traces of the fixed tool are at the bottom left with X-radiography. 250. The extra paint layers and the accidents during the drawing are at the bottom right with ultraviolet fluorescent light. 258. And the final state of the painting, that is, today's state, is seen at the top left. 304. You can examine these from the link I will give at the end of the video. 308. But some details have been noticed as a result of previous examinations. 313. Now it's time to uncover the secrets hidden in the details. 318. Researcher Stevenson and his team have made a copy of the ultra-resolution of the painting and examined it for days. 326. As a result, they noticed something just below the bridge on the right side one day. 333. When they made it a little clearer, they saw that it was a number. 338. 7 and 2 numbers. 339. The team, who continued to examine the picture, came across the lines that stood silky when they approached the eyes of Mona Lisa. 348. When they looked more clearly, they noticed that tomb letter L was clearly visible in the right eye, and the letter S was clearly visible in the left eye. 358. L, S, and 72 numbers. 408. When they examined whether the view behind Mona Lisa was real to learn the meaning of these, they found a small town called Bobbio. 417. It is clearly known that Leonardo had come here before. 422. When you look at the town from a medieval castle, there are many similar sides to the background in the painting. 429. Curved river, high hills and stone bridge on the right side according to us. 434. Don't be surprised that the bridge is similar, because it is drawn horizontally to make it look more comfortable because it looks upright. 443. At least when we try to look through Leonardo's eyes, it is thought that he did it this way. 448. As events begin to take an interesting form, the heavy destruction of large arch in the flood that occurred on the bridge in 1472, 457, the fact that the bridge was restored again makes the number 72 meaningful.